Yep, switch. I'll get out on that. Wow.
Let's meet the starters for your San Antonio Spurs. 7 foot, manning the middle, number 16, Hassan Whiteside. 6'9", at guard, number 45, Brandon. 6'2", at guard, number 11, Stephon Marbury. 7'1", at forward, number 8, at forward, number 14, Peja Camby. The head coach for your San Antonio Spurs is Jason Kidd. Once again, your San Antonio Spurs.
Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Thanks very much. Now, improving NBA officiating has gone high-tech. Today, the NBA uses the proprietary game review system, which is broken down from double-digit camera angles. Analysts spend a day or two dissecting each game. And, Kevin, that data is used for evaluating, training, and communication with the teams.
Isn't that something? I mean, every day there's something new. Fascinating, fascinating stuff, DA. Thank you. A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. Moses Malone out there with Duncan. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Pierce. And it's Allen in at the 2. And for San Antonio, we've got Stojakovic. Chamberlain is out there with Whiteside. Then it's Miller. And it's Marbury in at the 1. Mark, let's go back to when the Rockets traded away James Harden in 2020. How has that reset gone?
I like what it looks like, Kevin. Building through the draft. I love the young talent they've been able to acquire, and they've done it with a bunch of future first-round picks in their back pocket. So they're not done. There's more to come in drafting high-quality talent.
Now, here's Malone. What a tremendous game he played against Cleveland.
You know, this is why most of Malone's teammates like playing with him, because when they're uncovered and open, he finds them.
Here's Marbury. Pass to Stojakovic. Here's Marbury. Shot clock at 6. For Booker, and it's Marbury missing. Pierce against Stojakovic. Pierce kicks to Booker. And some nice passing there by Houston. Duncan outside. Back to Booker. From deep. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Here's Marbury. Defended by Booker. The good-looking shot from the wing. Booker's got 5.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
First team foul.
Stojakovic with it. Picked up by Malone. And there's the pass to Marbury. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And of course, Clark, we've got a few veteran-laden teams out there outperforming predictions, saying, you know, don't put us out to pasture just yet.
And I love it, being kind of an old-school guy myself. People obsessed with shiny new items forget how important experience is in winning games. I mean, look at the championship winners. Very few young teams are in that group. I imagine you could probably count them on one hand.
Houston making a switch. Terry's checked in.
There's so much about Stephon Marbury that makes him special as a player. He's got great strength and size for a point guard. He's quite nimble and clever. Truly impressive, his full bag.
Chamberlain with the block. Here's Miller, and Miller throws it down hard.
A guy with Marbury's vision is not going to miss that one, sending it right over the top to the shooter.
Well, it was the San Antonio Spurs winning their last game against the Heat in FTX Arena. Pass to Pierce. Duncan outside. Back to Pierce. Over Stojakovic. Chamberlain with the block. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Duncan with the block.
And setting the tone with that rejection. Duncan, the defensive anchor of this team.
And it's Malone finishing it off.
Well, I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
Here's Marbury. Terry covering. Marbury passes to Whiteside. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
And Hassan Whiteside in this deep, he's great at getting inside and finishing with force.
Houston in the lead. Allen outside. Back to Terry. On the wing, Malone. He's covered by Whiteside. And the officials call a traveling violation. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
Tell you what, early in the game, these kinds of plays can really set the tone.
The Spurs have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. And it's Miller with the jam.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Houston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Allen outside. Pass to Terry. Outside, Pierce. Back to Terry. Front past the arc. Drills it from outside.
A go-to shot for Terry. He has so much confidence in his 3-ball.
Here's Barber. Terry covering. And there's the drive. Marbury, good.
He could have walked to the basket.
And now another look at that great drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And you gotta love the aggression that he had, taking it to the rim there. Sets the tone in a close game like this one.
Pierce for 3. Miller grabs the miss.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely.
Well, he makes it look easy. He is an absolutely imposing finisher around the rim.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
Wow, let's hear another round of applause for your Spurs High Squad dance team. Come on.
O'Neal kicks to Smith. Passes it to Terry. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Terry's got his second bucket of the night.
At a size disadvantage, clearly, but Terry still found a way to make it work.
Johnson surveying the floor. With the drive. And he makes good on the layup.
They are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Now here's Udo. Smith for 3. Chamberlain with the rebound. Stojakovic the pass to Camby. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the content.
Jason Terry is what I would call a lead guard. He's a shoot-first type of point guard, but does a nice job drawing fouls when he has the opportunity to do so.
Both shots good from the stripe.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Now Johnson. Kicks it to Stojakovic. Back to Johnson. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Houston.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now, here is O'Neal. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Oakley passes to Udo. Trains the three-pointer.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Here's Johnson. Following the 3 by Houston. There's 47 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Was shot by Udo, no good. Spurs trail by 3. Stojakovic with it. Johnson outside. On the wing, Miller. Jacks up a 3. Charles Oakley grabs the miss. For Houston, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. And he's going up for the alley-oop. O'Neal misses.
And that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Yeah, good job to take it right at him.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had to foul and keep him from converting an easy bucket.
San Antonio, Johnson. 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Johnson. 12 seconds left in the first quarter. For three, Smith. They get it back. Oakland. 1 second left, and Shaq with the slam.
You know, even when you try to box out Shaq, he's still capable of grabbing the board. He's really just a hard, difficult matchup.
And so, lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Rockets ahead, up by 3. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. So far, we'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
And, you know, when the bench is playing such a big role early, that certainly allows the starters to stay fresh throughout the game.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. Here's out there at Malone. Then there's Allen. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Terry in at the shooting guard position. Clark, when the casual fan looks at a stat sheet, turnovers sometimes go overlooked. They don't really grab your attention. But as a player, how conscious of turnovers were you?
Extremely conscious of it, Kevin, because you know possessions are valuable and you don't want to be limiting your team in possessions. And you don't want your teammates to be sloppy. You don't want to be sloppy. And most of the time you want to try to force your opponents into turnovers, not make them yourself.
Terry outside. Lets the three fly. He doesn't hit that one. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. The Celtics will be coming into town for the next game. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Terry. Got a piece of it. Here's Booker. Drilled from 11 feet out. Booker's got 7 points. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Rockets.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
You know, points off turnovers is something else they've excelled in. I expect the opponent at least to try to squeeze that orange a little better.
Carson, he's checked in for the Spurs. And a change for the Rockets. Duncan, he's checked in for Jason Terry. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And we know Pierce has the jumper, but you can also pound it inside with it.
The Rockets have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Last game for the Rockets, they picked up the win against Cleveland. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. 3-pointers, Stojakovic bangs home the trifecta. 5 points in the game.
How about that quick fire release from Stojakovic? Just a tremendous shooter that he has to get up on him, even as the pass is coming his way.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Typically, there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
Spurs making a switch here. DeRozan's checked in. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. The pass to Malone. Houston moving the ball around. Chamberlain with the block, and he's able to get it back.
You know, Moses Malone is a true two-way player. He's an outstanding talent on both ends of the floor, able to score in dominating fashion, and really a ferocious rebounder.
And both free throws good for Malone.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoops. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
Put your hands in the air and make some noise. One could be coming your way.
Whiteside's checked in for the Spurs. Ori comes in for Chamberlain. And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. Trailing by 5. High post Johnson inside. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
DeRozan. The shot, no good. And Houston the other way now. Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Duncan. Allen dishes to Duncan. And finally they hit one. And the Rockets lead by 5.
And, you know, Duncan is an incredible talent. He's a menace on the block. Exceptional at scoring deep inside.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
Pass to Ori from deep three-point range. And it's Malone with the rebound. Houston leading by 5. Knocked loose. Allen passes to Duncan. It's good. Duncan's got 4 points this quarter.
That kind of defense is not going to cut it with Duncan. He's too good and just shrugs off the contact.
Johnson to pass to Whiteside. Malone with the block.
And how about the quicks there by Malone to get up and deter that shot, utilizing that size and reach for the rejection.
Here's against DeRozan. Pass to Carson. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Passes it to Allen. Booker outside. Back to Allen. Malone outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And yes, it's good. Malone's got his second basket of the night.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
Spurs fans, get loud for your Spurs Night Squad.
O'Neal check in for Tim Duncan.
For the Spurs Night Squad dance team.
Spurs trail by 7. Here's Carson. The pass to Marbury. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Marbury's got 6.
And what a hoop. Starberry, a shot maker.
Shot from 12. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
You know, guys, if they're inside, that shot probably gets blocked. But from mid-range, I mean, he's able to get it off over the bigger defender there.
San Antonio making a switch here. Miller's checked in. And a switch here also for Houston. Smith is checked in.
Ooh, put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time.
Not when he can throw it down like that.
Oh, for 3. Smith kept alive.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
1:44 left in the first half of basketball. Ball's knocked loose. Out to Miller. And it's Miller with the jam.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Pass to Booker. Throws it up high. And J.R. Smith with the slam.
And there's that incredible athleticism. Smith going up with confidence on these alley-oops.
Now, here is Miller. He's got 9. Pass to Orr. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Watching Horry get going inside, pretty good stuff. Not just an outside sniper, but a more than capable post player as well.
Here's the teardrop. Booker with no one around, and he's good on the 3-ball. Booker's got the lead up to 9 now for the Rockets. Here's Marbury, defended by Booker, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, I tell you what, a long, intimidating defender who rebounds and blocks shots at a high rate can be. Gives you a ton of energy on the defensive end.
So for the Rockets, Udo's checked in, and it's Terry in for Devin Booker. And it's Terry with the ball for Houston. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. They start a 3-game homestand with that game.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
Miller right side. Chalk up 2 there. Miller's got 7 now in this quarter.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Smith outside. 2 on the clock. And that one is off.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
And that concludes the first half. Rockets lead by 8. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
Please give a big round of applause to your
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, can't tell you how much it means to us to have you back with us on the halftime show on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. Means the world, doesn't it? Yes. Devin Booker putting in some incredible work. He had 13 points and 1 rebound. This has been a bounce-back game for him after some struggles their last time out. What do you think, Shaq, about the first half we saw from the Rockets?
The production they've gotten from their bench has been phenomenalistic. I don't know if that's a word, but it sounded good. As we know, depth is important to any team's success. They demonstrated that. Who knows? It might get the starters a kick in the pants. No one wants to be outshined.
And over to Kenny. What did you think about the Spurs?
Well, the effort hasn't been there in terms of rebounding the ball. They're getting outworked in that part of the game. But you've got to be more physical to turn this thing around. I don't know if they have the personnel to do that.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
You've got Chamberlain, also Whiteside out there. Miller is out there with Stojakovic. And it's Marbury in at the point. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Jason Kidd. Allen against Miller. Booker outside. Chamberlain with the block. On the wing, Stojakovic. Pierce covering. Stojakovic kicks to Miller. On the wing, Miller. Over Allen. 5 on the clock. Marbury passes to Stojakovic. And it's off from 3-point range. Rockets leading by 6. Here's Pierce. Good. A nice assist from Booker.
Love the mid-range shot of Pierce, man. It is so consistent and reliable and fundamentally sound. Easily gets it off.
Passes to Stojakovic. Now the pass to Marbury. Miller against Allen. Duncan with some nice D.
Just 1 for 4 from the field, not the way they wanted to start the second half.
There's the three, and Ray Allen with the three. And the Rockets lead by 11.
And this is Allen's go-to shot. Just a sensational shooter from the three-point line.
Pass to Stojakovic. The tray connects from three-point range. Stojakovic has got 8 points.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
Your Spurs, USC.
Houston making a switch. Oakley's checked in. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Outside Pierce. Booker the pass to Duncan. And here's Pierce. To the paint. Here's Booker. Goes back up. And it's good on the layup. He's got 15.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
That was a second look at our Mobile One Drive. Amazing control on display.
And you can just sense his determination, trying to do everything he can to keep this game within reach.
Pass to Allen. Duncan right side. Tips it. It's good on the putback.
He is absolutely a wrecking ball on the offensive board. Charles Oakley crashing with a lot of force.
Here's Marbury. 8 points for him. And here's Stojakovic. Right side. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Tim Duncan picks one up.
You know, guys, you've got to give much respect to the length of Whiteside. I mean, he's a hulking 7-footer who takes a lot of pride in being the defensive anchor for this team.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Spurs. And both free throws good from Whiteside. And so Booker will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. They've led by as many as 11 points. No good there with the step-back jam.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Here's Chamberlain, and Chamberlain with the stuff.
Oh, Kevin, not a penny, not a Manny, but a face.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunny.
He's a highlight reel, always on the launch pad.
Outside Pierce. Passes it to Allen. Shot clock at 5. Right at the free throw line. Here's Miller. Yes, and a nice assist from Chamberlain. And now just a 4-point Rocket lead.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
The pass to Pierce. Shoots the three. A rebound by the Spurs.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Stojakovic with it. Now Pierce defending. Chamberlain kicks to Stojakovic. Pass to Whiteside. Miller outside. And here's Johnson outside. It's rebounded by Houston. Duncan's got 5 rebounds tonight, and the whistle blows. He's going to be unbeaten. That'll be his second foul of the game. A different look now for San Antonio. Marcus Camby. He's checked in for Whiteside. And it's Carson in for Miller. And then for Houston, Shaq's checked in for Duncan. Smith comes in for Ray Allen. And it's Terry in for Booker. Now a timeout called by Houston.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
And the Rockets making a change here. Udo's checked in. And that one's good by Pierce.
Oh, the dish from Smith. Great basketball play by JR.
Spurs trail by 7. Now Stojakovic. He's got 8. Pass to Camby. And slam dunk by Camby.
Nice job hitting him right in stride. Excellent play.
Terry with it. He kicks it to Smith. For 3. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
An absolute sharpshooter. J.R. Smith always rises with confidence.
1:36 left in the third quarter. This is it to Carson. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Stojakovic has got 6 here in this quarter.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And he comes up with the deuce.
It's obvious they've taken fewer threes here in the second half and are focused on having a more balanced offensive attack.
Johnson outside. There's the pass to Stojakovic. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And their lasers are starting to do their thing. I mean, that's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way.
The wide open look here for Terry. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Smith's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Carson. He's guarded by Udo. Shot's good by Stojakovic.
And all of a sudden, that 3 puts them in striking distance, guys. He's had that shot working all night.
You bet he has. I mean, working overtime. The triple's been his bread and butter in this ball game. Nothing but butter. Sweet butter.
O'Neal kicks to Terry. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Spurs trail by 4. Stojakovic with the 3. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
And when he gets it going, this is what can happen. They need to think about the double team now.
And defenses are understandably wary of giving Smith too much room to shoot, which is why they foul him at times.
The Rockets have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point.
Take a break. Take a break.
And, guys, that allows their opponents to play very aggressive defense if they choose to, knowing it's not a bad thing to send them to the foul line.
Both teams will make substitutions. And the second free throw, good.
Well, I love the confidence that JR shoots the ball with. And on occasion now, he can shoot you in or out of games when he falls in love with that 3.
San Antonio calls timeout.
And look who's coming out of the hardwood now. Get out of your seats, Spurs fans. Make some noise for your Spurs Hype Squad.
6 seconds left here in the third quarter. Three-pointer, Stojakovic sinks the three-pointer. Stojakovic has got 18 points just in the second half.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident, too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Spurs out in front, leading by a point. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Coach Jason Kidd.
Defensively, keep talking. Let's keep helping each other. We get the rebound. Go get an early pick and roll.
And Jason Kidd telling them what it's going to take. All 5 guys communicating on the floor.
And calling for the early pick and roll, you can get really clean looks that way before that defense is able to kind of lock in.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. Pierce out there with Duncan. Then it's Allen. Then there's Moses Malone. And it's Booker in at the 1.
And how about the timing from Duncan on the glass? Getting there to collect that offensive rebound and the putback.
And slam dunk by Camby. We've seen some great competition in this one.
Yeah, 7 already in the game, and I think it shows you how well these two teams match up with one another.
To the middle. And Malone with the stuff.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball, and Devin understands that. That has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
Carson passes to Camby. And slam dunk by Camby.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Pass to Pierce. From deep. Duncan. He hangs in there and... Is in on the second chance points.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And you want them taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Got it. Good job in the low post. And that's 10 points for Duncan.
In the fourth quarter, he's gone 3 of 4, and they've really needed that efficiency.
San Antonio calls timeout. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor. And these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. San Antonio making a switch here. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to listen in on what Jason Kidd was talking about with his players. He told them, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls, getting to the basket. We have to give it all right now. Kevin?
Thank you, David. 5 to shoot. Marbury passes to Whiteside. Nice defense from Malone.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Feeds it to Pierce. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Good D by Miller.
You know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
Pierce wide open. He fires. And right on target with the swish. And the Rockets lead by 3.
You know, this has been a totally different half for him. He definitely looks more comfortable now, guys.
Whiteside trying to break free. That one goes in.
Marbury, because he's such an explosive and strong athlete, is outstanding getting it done on the drive.
Allen outside. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
And guys, don't think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
And some changes here for the Spurs. Chamberlain comes in for Marcus Camby, and it's Peja Stojakovic in for Carson. Miller, right side. Kicks to Stojakovic. Here's Marbury. Defended by Booker. Marbury passes to Stojakovic. The three-pointer, no good. And so Booker will bring it up for the Rockets. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. For 3, Pierce. Chamberlain with the rebound. Chamberlain got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Stolen by Pierce. Pierce with the slam.
Oh, Pierce rising and throwing it down. Not known for his vertical, but he's got a little more bounce than we thought.
Marbury passes to Miller. Pierce against Stojakovic. Back to Miller. Rocket 6. Allen with the rebound. Rockets leading by 3. Booker outside. Pierce for 3. Here's Malone. Plays it up and banks it in.
Malone is a big-time performer, having no issues with being in the spotlight and coming up with big buckets.
Here's Marbury.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
He feeds it to Whiteside. Lays it up off the glass.
If you allow him to get that close, you deserve to get scored on.
For Houston, they've gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the 4th. Stolen. .137 left in the 4th quarter. Pass to Chamberlain. It's hauled in by Malone.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there, and neither can he.
And so Houston again turning it over.
And what a time to get sloppy. A close game like this, you cannot be getting loose with the ball.
Shack's checked in for Houston. Spurs trail by 3. There's 1:17 left in the game. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it.
San Antonio foul.
Timeout call for Rockets. They're leading by 3. 1:07 left here in the 4th quarter.
Timeout Houston.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Devin Booker.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots, and also finishing strong.
.107 left in the 4th quarter. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Here's Marbury. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Booker looking around. It's good.
How about the focus from Booker? I mean, refusing to let anything stop him from getting that basket.
Miller outside. Over Allen. Back to Miller. Chamberlain down low. Shaq on him. And stolen by Booker. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. Passes to Allen. Booker outside. And the pass to Duncan. It's Pierce on the wing. Launches it. Just 5 to shoot. And that comes off the assist by Duncan. And it's an 8-point Houston lead.
And when your mechanics are as strong as Pearson, putting up a quick shot is not that hard.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 8. 12 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Guys, what's your take?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
You know what? I'm sure crazier things have happened, or maybe not. It's a long shot, though.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
At the line for the Rockets.
And he ends up making the second, and that increases their lead to 6. San Antonio calls timeout. They trail by 6. 8 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
Still a sliver of hope.
Yeah, but they've got to score and then foul immediately.
And here's Miller outside. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound.
San Antonio.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
An accurate shooter from all areas of the floor. Booker has the confidence needed to dominate on offense.
There's Miller with the three. The shot off that time. So we see the Rockets get the win here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.